Life is filled with inevitable challenges, whether they stem from relationships, career pressures, health concerns, or unexpected events. We're often taught to avoid hardship, viewing it as something to be feared or resented. Yet, Stoicism, an ancient philosophy founded by Zeno of Citium, offers us a profound alternative. This philosophy teaches that adversity isn't just unavoidable, it's a powerful teacher. By embracing life's struggles with resilience and clarity, we can transform hardship into personal growth, forging a stronger character and a more meaningful life. Stoicism provides practical wisdom for managing our responses to life's challenges, helping us develop inner strength, cultivate rational thought, and pursue self-improvement. If you're looking to unlock your potential and face life's obstacles with newfound confidence, please subscribe and support this channel. Now, let's dive into these Stoic principles and discover how they can guide us through even the toughest moments with wisdom and resilience. 1. Understand the nature of hardship. To the Stoics, hardship is not merely a random stroke of bad luck or an obstacle to avoid. Instead, it's a fundamental and transformative part of life. Stoicism teaches that these challenges are central to our development, forcing us to confront our limitations, question our beliefs, and ultimately grow in resilience and wisdom. Embracing hardship as an integral part of life can shift our mindset from one of fear to one of growth. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus once said, "Don't hope that events will turn out the way you want. Welcome events in whichever way they happen." This approach invites us to accept what we can't control and instead focus on our response to it. By reframing hardship, Stoicism encourages us to see these moments as opportunities to build inner strength and gain valuable life insights. Take, for instance, the example of J.K. Rowling. Before she became one of the world's most successful authors, Rowling faced intense personal struggles, including a difficult divorce, single parenthood, and financial instability. Despite her difficult circumstances, she didn't view her hardships as defeats, but instead used them as fuel for her creativity and persistence. She famously said, "Failure meant a stripping away of the inessential." This reflection allowed her to pursue her passion for writing with newfound purpose, eventually leading her to create the Harry Potter series, which has since inspired millions. Her story highlights the Stoic idea that hardships, rather than defining us negatively, can bring clarity, teaching us what truly matters. Another real-world example is Steve Jobs. In 1985, he was famously fired from Apple, the very company he co-founded. Jobs described his initial reaction as a deep feeling of failure and humiliation. Yet, after the initial shock, he viewed this hardship as a turning point. During his time away from Apple, he started a new venture, Next, and acquired Pixar, which led to groundbreaking developments in both computing and animation. Years later, he returned to Apple and led the company to unprecedented success, creating some of the most iconic technology of our time. Jobs later credited this setback with helping him rekindle his passion and clarity of vision. In the Stoic spirit, he embraced the setback as an opportunity to reinvent himself, ultimately using it to fuel his future success. From a Stoic perspective, acceptance of hardship doesn't mean surrender or passivity. It means acknowledging the reality of our circumstances while seeking ways to respond constructively. When faced with a job loss, for example, the initial reaction might naturally be despair or frustration. But through a Stoic lens, this event can be reframed. It's a chance to reassess goals, develop new skills, or even pursue an unexplored career path. Accepting the reality of the job loss doesn't mean we don't try to move forward. It means we don't waste energy wishing the situation were different. Instead, we channel that energy into constructive actions that lead to growth. In practice, this approach can be applied in small, everyday challenges as well. Suppose you're stuck in traffic and facing the frustration of a delay. A Stoic response would be to accept the situation and consider how to make the most of it. Instead of allowing impatience to build, perhaps you listen to a podcast, practice mindfulness, or even take the time to reflect on the day ahead. By finding purpose in every challenge, big or small, we train ourselves to remain calm, resourceful, and resilient, regardless of what life throws our way. Stoicism teaches us to see every hardship as an opportunity for self-reflection, growth, and discovery. Through the words of Epictetus and the stories of people like J.K. Rowling and Steve Jobs, we see that acceptance isn't about resignation. It's about understanding that hardship can reveal paths we hadn't previously considered. When we approach life's challenges with this perspective, we transform obstacles into stepping stones, allowing ourselves to emerge stronger, wiser, and better equipped for the future. 2. Focus on what you can control. At the core of Stoic philosophy lies the powerful concept known as the dichotomy of control. This principle emphasizes the necessity of distinguishing between what we can control, our thoughts, attitudes, and actions, and what lies beyond our influence, other people's opinions, external events, and the past. Understanding this dichotomy is not merely an abstract idea. It serves as a practical guide for navigating the complexities of life. This recognition is liberating. When we acknowledge that much of what we worry about is out of our control, we free ourselves from the paralysis of anxiety that often accompanies those worries. Instead of allowing ourselves to be overwhelmed by the opinions of others, unforeseen circumstances, or regrets about the past, we can redirect our energy and focus on our responses. The Stoics taught that this shift in perspective is essential for developing resilience and maintaining our peace of mind. Let's consider a common situation that many of us encounter: receiving criticism at work. Imagine you've just presented a project proposal, and rather than the positive feedback you hoped for, your supervisor offers a barrage of critical remarks. The immediate emotional response might be a mixture of self-doubt, defensiveness, and frustration. However, applying the Stoic approach means taking a step back and analyzing the situation through the lens of control. Instead of fixating on the negative feedback or feeling personally attacked, ask yourself, what aspects of this critique are valid? What can I learn from this feedback? A Stoic response would involve acknowledging any constructive elements in the criticism and using that information to improve future performances. By focusing on what you can control, your reaction and your commitment to growth, you reclaim agency over the situation. This not only diminishes the emotional weight of the criticism, but also transforms it into a catalyst for personal and professional development. Consider the life of J.K. Rowling, who faced numerous rejections before the success of the Harry Potter series. When she first submitted her manuscript, she received rejection after rejection from various publishers. Instead of being consumed by frustration or despair over others' opinions and the industry's gatekeeping, she focused on what she could control: her writing. Rowling took the feedback she received, refined her story, and persevered in her passion for storytelling. Ultimately, her dedication led to one of the most successful book franchises in history. Rowling's story exemplifies the Stoic principle of concentrating on one's actions and choices rather than external validation. The dichotomy of control is not only relevant in professional settings, it applies profoundly in our personal relationships as well. Imagine you find yourself in a conflict with a friend or a family member. It's easy to become fixated on their reactions, emotions, or the things they say. A Stoic perspective would guide you to assess the situation by focusing on your own behavior and responses. What can you do to communicate better? How can you approach the conversation with empathy and understanding? By prioritizing your actions and intentions, you create a space for constructive dialogue and resolution. A prime example of this can be seen in the life of Nelson Mandela. During his 27 years in prison, he faced immense hardship and adversity. He could not control the political landscape of South Africa, nor could he change the minds of his captors. However, Mandela focused on what he could control: his mindset and his commitment to justice and equality. Instead of allowing bitterness and resentment to take root, he used his time in prison to reflect, educate himself, and prepare for a future where he could lead his country. When he was finally released, Mandela's ability to focus on his values rather than the circumstances of his imprisonment allowed him to emerge as a leader who advocated for reconciliation rather than revenge. Additionally, this principle extends to how we handle setbacks and failures. Life is filled with disappointments, failed projects, missed opportunities, and personal losses. A Stoic approach encourages us to reflect on what we can learn from these experiences rather than wallowing in regret. If a business venture collapses, instead of fixating on the loss, we can analyze what went wrong, gather insights from the experience, and apply those lessons to future endeavors. This ability to focus on our responses rather than the setback itself fosters resilience and adaptability. To cultivate a focus on what you can control, consider incorporating daily practices such as mindfulness meditation or journaling. These activities encourage self-reflection and help clarify your thoughts. For instance, taking a few minutes each day to write about your challenges can help you identify which aspects are within your control and which are not. This practice can illuminate patterns of worry that detract from your well-being and empower you to let go of what you cannot change. Another effective method is to set specific goals based on your values and intentions. By identifying what truly matters to you, you can channel your energy into actions that align with those values. For example, if you value health and well-being, you can focus on developing a consistent exercise routine and preparing nutritious meals, regardless of external pressures or societal expectations. This emphasis on action fosters a sense of purpose and fulfillment, making it easier to navigate challenges with a calm and focused mindset. In conclusion, the Stoic principle of focusing on what you can control is a powerful tool for navigating the complexities of life. By understanding the distinction between our sphere of influence and external factors, we empower ourselves to take constructive actions, cultivate resilience, and respond to challenges with clarity and purpose. This approach alleviates anxiety and fosters a sense of agency and direction in our lives. When we embrace the wisdom of Stoicism, we learn to channel our energy into what truly matters: our thoughts, our actions, and our capacity for growth, allowing us to navigate life's uncertainties with confidence and grace. In doing so, we transform our experiences into opportunities for learning and self-improvement, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. 3. Cultivate patience and inner calm. In the face of adversity, Stoicism places a profound emphasis on the cultivation of patience and inner calm. Life often presents us with challenges that provoke strong emotional responses: frustration, anger, anxiety, and despair. These immediate reactions, while natural, can cloud our judgment and lead to impulsive decisions that we may later regret. Stoic philosophy encourages us to pause and reflect, allowing rational thought to guide our actions instead of succumbing to fleeting emotions. Patience is not merely a passive state of waiting, it is an active practice of self-control and mindfulness. The Stoics believed that true strength lies in our ability to maintain composure in the midst of chaos. As Seneca wrote, "A good character, when it is tested, is shown to be strong and patient." This strength enables us to navigate difficult situations with a clear mind and a measured approach. Consider a scenario where you're working on a crucial project with a tight deadline and unexpected complications arise. Your first instinct might be to feel overwhelmed or angry at the circumstances that threaten to derail your efforts. However, a Stoic perspective would suggest taking a step back, allowing yourself a moment to breathe and collect your thoughts. Instead of reacting impulsively, you might ask yourself questions such as, what exactly went wrong? What can I do to address this issue? What resources do I have at my disposal? By giving yourself the space to think critically, you can create a more effective response, ultimately leading to better outcomes. One practical example of cultivating patience can be found in the story of Thomas Edison. Known for his remarkable inventions, Edison faced countless failures and setbacks throughout his career. When developing the electric light bulb, he famously encountered over 1,000 unsuccessful attempts. Instead of succumbing to frustration, Edison approached each failure with patience and curiosity. He viewed every setback as a learning opportunity, stating, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This unwavering commitment to perseverance and calm analysis of his failures ultimately led to his success. Edison's story illustrates how cultivating patience and inner calm can transform challenges into stepping stones toward achievement. To develop this sense of calm, Stoicism suggests incorporating mindfulness practices into our daily routines. Mindfulness allows us to become more aware of our thoughts and emotions, enabling us to observe them without judgment. Techniques such as meditation, deep breathing exercises, or even short moments of reflection throughout the day can help us build resilience against stress and emotional upheaval. For instance, Dedicating just 5 minutes each morning to meditate can create a mental space that prepares you for the challenges ahead. During this time, focus on your breath and allow thoughts to come and go without attachment, fostering a sense of detachment from immediate emotional responses. Another effective strategy is to practice the art of negative visualization, a key Stoic technique. This practice involves contemplating potential challenges and setbacks before they occur, allowing you to mentally prepare for how you might respond. For example, if you anticipate a difficult conversation with a colleague, visualize the possible outcomes and consider how you will handle each scenario calmly and rationally. This preemptive approach not only reduces anxiety about the unknown, but also equips you with the mental tools to navigate difficult situations with grace and composure. Additionally, when faced with a setback or failure, it can be helpful to adopt a perspective of curiosity rather than judgment. Instead of chastising yourself for a mistake or focusing on the negative aspects of the situation, approach it as a learning experience. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I apply this knowledge moving forward? This reframing encourages a sense of patience, allowing you to accept the situation as part of your growth journey. Practicing patience also involves recognizing that not all challenges can be resolved immediately. In the age of instant gratification, it's easy to become frustrated when results are not immediate. Stoicism teaches us that some processes take time, and growth often occurs gradually. For instance, consider the journey of someone working toward a personal goal, such as getting fit or mastering a new skill. Instead of expecting quick results, a Stoic mindset encourages you to focus on the daily practices that contribute to long-term progress. By celebrating small victories and understanding that setbacks are part of the process, you cultivate patience and a deeper appreciation for your journey. In summary, cultivating patience and inner calm is a vital aspect of Stoic practice that enables us to navigate life's challenges with resilience and wisdom. By recognizing our immediate emotional reactions and taking the time to pause and reflect, we can make more thoughtful decisions that align with our values. Through techniques such as mindfulness, negative visualization, and reframing setbacks as learning opportunities, we can strengthen our ability to remain calm in the face of adversity. By embracing this Stoic principle, we empower ourselves to respond to challenges with grace, ultimately leading to personal growth and a more fulfilling life. As we develop patience, we learn to appreciate the process of growth, transforming obstacles into opportunities for self-discovery and resilience. 4. View hardship as an opportunity for growth. One of the fundamental teachings of Stoicism is the belief that hardship is not merely a source of suffering, but rather an invaluable opportunity for personal growth and transformation. Stoic philosophers such as Marcus Aurelius and Seneca taught that challenges and adversities are essential for shaping our character and revealing our inner strengths. By adopting a mindset that views difficulties as stepping stones rather than obstacles, we can navigate life's trials with greater resilience and purpose. When faced with a challenge, our instinct may be to recoil or react negatively, often seeing the situation as a setback. However, Stoicism encourages us to reframe our perspective. Instead of viewing hardship as a misfortune, we can choose to see it as a catalyst for growth. This shift in mindset allows us to approach adversity with curiosity and a willingness to learn, recognizing that every challenge presents an opportunity to become a better version of ourselves. For instance, consider the experience of dealing with a strained relationship, whether with a partner, friend, or colleague. The natural reaction might be to avoid confrontation or succumb to feelings of anger and resentment. However, a Stoic approach would advocate for honest communication and self-reflection. Instead of allowing the situation to fester, engaging in open dialogue can lead to a deeper understanding of each other's perspectives and needs. This not only resolves the immediate tension, but also strengthens the bond between individuals. In her book, Daring Greatly, Brené Brown emphasizes the importance of vulnerability in relationships. By allowing ourselves to be vulnerable and honest about our feelings, we open the door to empathy and connection. When we approach conflicts with the intention to understand rather than to blame, we cultivate emotional intelligence and patience, This process of growth not only improves our relationships, but also enhances our ability to navigate future conflicts with greater skill and compassion. Another compelling example can be seen in the life of Oprah Winfrey. Overcoming a tumultuous childhood marked by adversity, including poverty and abuse, Oprah transformed her hardships into a driving force for her success. Instead of allowing her past to define her, she chose to learn from her experiences and use them to fuel her passion for helping others. This transformative mindset led her to create a media empire and become a powerful advocate for personal growth and self-improvement. Oprah's journey exemplifies how facing challenges with a growth mindset can lead to profound personal development and a positive impact on the world. Furthermore, viewing hardship as an opportunity for growth can also apply to professional challenges. Consider an individual who faces a significant setback in their career, such as a job loss or a failed project. While the initial response might be one of despair or self-doubt, a Stoic perspective would encourage a reevaluation of the situation. Instead of dwelling on the loss, this individual can analyze the factors that contributed to the outcome, seek feedback, and identify areas for improvement. By embracing this process of reflection and learning, they can emerge from the experience with new skills, insights, and a renewed sense of purpose. In addition, developing a growth mindset in the face of hardship fosters resilience. Resilience is not merely the ability to bounce back from adversity, but involves the capacity to adapt and thrive in the face of challenges. Research by psychologist Carol Dweck highlights the significance of a growth mindset, the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and perseverance. Individuals who adopt this mindset view failures as temporary setbacks and opportunities for learning, rather than as reflections of their self-worth. To cultivate a growth mindset, consider implementing reflective practices in your daily life. Journaling can be an effective tool for processing challenges and extracting lessons from difficult experiences. Each evening, take time to reflect on your day and identify one challenge you faced. Ask yourself what you learned from the situation and how you can apply that knowledge moving forward. This practice not only reinforces the idea that challenges are opportunities for growth, but also promotes self-awareness and emotional regulation. Another helpful strategy is to embrace the concept of failing forward. This idea encourages us to view failures not as endpoints, but as necessary steps on the path to success. By reframing failures as valuable learning experiences, we cultivate resilience and an openness to change. For example, when starting a new venture, acknowledge that mistakes will happen and commit to learning from them. This proactive approach reduces fear of failure and fosters a sense of adventure and exploration. In summary, Stoicism teaches us to view hardship as an opportunity for growth and self-improvement. By reframing challenges as stepping stones rather than obstacles, we can uncover hidden strengths, enhance our emotional intelligence, and develop resilience. Each hardship faced with a growth mindset not only addresses immediate issues, but also builds character and prepares us for future challenges. By embracing the Stoic principle of growth through adversity, we empower ourselves to navigate life's complexities with confidence and grace, ultimately transforming our experiences into powerful lessons that shape our journey toward becoming the best versions of ourselves. 5. Embrace perseverance and resilience. Central to Stoic philosophy is the unwavering belief in the importance of perseverance and resilience. The Stoics understood that life is replete with challenges, and while the circumstances we face may be temporary, the virtues we cultivate through our experiences can leave a lasting impact on our character. Perseverance, the steadfastness in doing something despite difficulty or delay. And resilience, the ability to recover from setbacks, are essential qualities that empower us to endure hardship and emerge stronger. Life's obstacles serve as tests of our resolve. Stoicism teaches us that when faced with adversity, we have a choice. We can succumb to despair and frustration, or we can rise to the occasion, embracing the struggle as an opportunity to develop our inner strength. This perspective transforms the way we approach challenges, encouraging us to view them as integral parts of our personal growth journey. One of the most iconic examples of perseverance in history is Thomas Edison, who famously endured thousands of failures before finally inventing the practical electric light bulb. Each time a prototype failed, Edison did not see it as a dead end. Instead, he viewed it as a necessary step toward his goal. He famously remarked, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." This mindset exemplifies the Stoic principle of resilience. Instead of allowing failure to define him, Edison used each setback as a lesson, refining his approach until he achieved success. His relentless spirit and dedication serve as a testament to the power of perseverance and the belief that hard work and determination can ultimately lead to breakthroughs. Similarly, the story of J.K. Rowling illustrates the value of resilience and perseverance. Before her success with the Harry Potter series, Rowling faced numerous rejections from publishers and struggled with poverty as a single mother. Rather than giving up on her dream of becoming a published author, she persevered, continuing to refine her manuscript and submit it to various publishers. Eventually, her hard work paid off when Bloomsbury agreed to publish Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Rowling's journey demonstrates that perseverance in the face of adversity can lead to extraordinary outcomes. In our own lives, we can cultivate perseverance and resilience by adopting several practical strategies. First, it's essential to develop a growth mindset, as previously discussed. Embracing the idea that challenges are opportunities for learning helps us maintain motivation even when faced with setbacks. When we perceive obstacles as chances to grow rather than insurmountable barriers, we foster a sense of determination to push through difficulties. Setting realistic goals is another crucial element in cultivating perseverance. When faced with a daunting challenge, breaking it down into smaller, manageable tasks can make it feel less overwhelming. Each small victory reinforces our motivation and resilience. For example, if you are working toward a long-term goal, such as completing a degree or launching a business, outline the steps required to achieve it. Celebrate the completion of each step, no matter how small, to build momentum and maintain focus on your larger objective. Additionally, maintaining a support system of friends, family, or mentors can be invaluable in moments of struggle. Surrounding ourselves with positive influences encourages us to keep going even when we feel like giving up. Sharing our challenges with others can provide new perspectives and insights that may inspire us to persevere. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." By cultivating relationships that foster encouragement and understanding, we create a safety net that supports us through difficult times. Practicing self-compassion is also as essential when developing resilience. It's easy to be hard on ourselves when we encounter setbacks, but this can lead to feelings of inadequacy and despair. Instead, we should treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding that we would offer a friend facing a similar challenge. Recognizing that everyone experiences failure and hardship helps us develop a more forgiving and compassionate attitude toward ourselves. Moreover, embracing the idea of persistence in the face of adversity allows us to build resilience over time. This is illustrated in the life of Nelson Mandela, who endured 27 years of imprisonment for his fight against apartheid in South Africa. Rather than letting his circumstances defeat him, Mandela remained committed to his vision of equality and justice. Upon his release, he did not seek revenge against his captors. Instead, he chose to promote reconciliation and unity within a fractured nation. His life exemplifies the transformative power of resilience and the ability to persist in one's convictions despite overwhelming odds. To foster a spirit of perseverance, consider implementing daily practices that reinforce your commitment to your goals. Journaling can be a powerful tool for tracking your progress and reflecting on your journey. Each day, take a moment to write about the challenges you faced, how you responded, and what you learned from the experience. This reflection not only reinforces your growth mindset, but also serves as a record of your resilience, reminding you of your capacity to overcome difficulties. Additionally, engaging in regular physical activity can significantly bolster your mental resilience. Exercise not only promotes physical well-being, but also releases endorphins that enhance mood and reduce stress. By incorporating physical challenges into your routine, whether through sports, hiking, or a workout regimen, you can develop a mindset of perseverance that translates to other areas of your life. In summary, Stoicism teaches us to embrace perseverance and resilience as essential virtues in our journey through life. By recognizing that challenges are temporary and that the character we develop through enduring hardship is lasting, we empower ourselves to face adversity with determination and grace. The stories of individuals like Thomas Edison, J.K. Rowling, and Nelson Mandela illustrate the profound impact of these qualities in transforming setbacks into opportunities for growth. Through practical strategies such as maintaining a growth mindset, setting achievable goals, cultivating a supportive network, and practicing self-compassion, we can nurture our capacity for resilience. Ultimately, embracing perseverance allows us to navigate life's obstacles with an unshakable spirit, preparing us for whatever challenges lie ahead. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy. It's a powerful toolkit for navigating life's inevitable hardships. By understanding the nature of difficulty, focusing on what we can control, cultivating patience, viewing challenges as opportunities for growth, and embracing resilience, we can transform how we experience life's adversities. Stoicism teaches that true happiness and strength lie not in avoiding hardship, but in facing it with wisdom, courage, and grace. Remember, life will bring challenges, but we have the power to choose how we respond, to turn obstacles into opportunities, and to grow stronger through every test. Let Stoic wisdom guide you on this journey, transforming life's difficulties into moments of profound self-discovery and resilience. Thank you for taking the time to explore these Stoic teachings with us. We hope you found this guide helpful and inspiring on your journey to resilience and self-improvement. If you enjoyed this content, please consider subscribing to our channel, liking this video, and leaving a comment below. We'd love to hear your thoughts on how Stoicism has influenced your life, or any experiences you'd like to share about overcoming challenges. Your support means the world to us, and together we can continue to learn and grow.